our chief advisor Muhammad Yunus is on the way to New York, and our international affairs commentator will start his journey from today. Sir, I want to begin with Advocate Mohsin Rashid, because the issue is fund cut in United Nations, and I am sure he can remember the fate of League of Nations. Sir, my question would be very small. What are the most serious consequences of the United Nations recent funding cuts, both for humanitarian missions and global governance? Because we see the activities of United Nations is quite dimmed.
Thank you. You see, United Nations is funded by all the member states of the UN. Now, if the member states fail to keep on funding, or if they go back on their commitments, then it is very difficult for UN to do anything, because UN has no capacity for revenue generation. Its only business is to spend, and the revenue generation is the membership fees that comes into its coffers. Now, having said this, if they have little money, they cannot do anything, they cannot function, because you see, all these people are highly paid individuals. United Nations has so far not been a very effective organization in stopping genocides, in stopping wars, because of various reasons, more so because of the veto power. And in as much as the funding is concerned, yes, I am saddened that the funding cuts being made in very important organizations of the UN, but they cannot help it. If the funds do not come in, then it will become another what we had League of Nations sort of a thing, and it will die, as many regional forums are also dying, and new forums are coming up which might be very effective. And in this context, I would like to say that the world is changing, the world order is changing. So, this world order may not be very supportive of the UN. If you look at the recent developments in the Middle East, where after the bombing of Qatar by the United States, by Israel, Israel, by that bombing, the entire environment has changed in the Middle East. The security guarantee that United States was providing to the Middle East is now gone. That cover is gone. It is no more there. So, they are entering into new alliances, into new security arrangements. And I tell you, this is not the only one. You will now find more security umbrella which will be provided to these countries. You will find Pakistan, Turkey, Iran,
Saudi Arabia,
China. No, I am not talking, I am talking of military powers. China and Indonesia. They will all come under one single umbrella at some point of time, and this will happen because of the genocide that Israel is committing. People in this side, not only here, people in Europe, people in Africa, people in the United States have lost confidence in the American deep state. And I am reading a book, very good book by your FBI director. It is a lovely book which goes right into the deep state and talks of the sort of things that this deep state does. So, I mean, it is nothing new. United States thinks that it can alone rule the world. I am sorry, those days are gone. They are also trying to take Bangladesh. I do not know, Bangladesh is not the same country as Philippines. Bangladesh is a different kind of a country, different kind of a people. We are not like the Japanese. If they try to do things, we might even overrun their bases at some point in time. We are not so simple people. So, America is ruining the United Nations by not funding it properly, by cutting funds. Other states, I do not know, but I think poor states like us always pay their membership fees.
Exactly, sir.
Bangladesh has always paid its membership fees, it has never defaulted.
How might the US America First policy affect the ability of multilateral institutions to respond to crisis? Because we have seen there is one man in America, there is one man in the world, there is one man in the negotiation, there is one man in the war.
Well, you see, for what is happening in America is their problem. Somehow it affects the world when this particular individual talks nonsense. I was watching this particular person sitting along with the British Prime Minister and talking nonsense about the Mayor of London. I mean, you don't do that. That's not the way. And this gentleman is on a state visit. He's not on a private visit. And this is how he talks. He screwed up the United States of America with his various policies, like your taxation policy, with asking people, importers to pay 50%, 100%, 80%. He's doing it according to his free will. I mean, there's no principle involved as to how this taxation policy or imposition of duties will be there. It's one man's wish, that one man dreams something, next morning an executive order comes. 100,000 payment for the workers' visa, and all kinds of things are happening. This is not sustainable neither by the Americans nor it is sustainable for the world. You know, I'll tell you why these changes and military pact took place between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. It's very important, sir.
Yes, sir.
The Cornell University in the United States has published a map which shows an extended Israel right into Saudi Arabia, including Medina. Mecca has been kept out of that map, but Medina is part of that map. It's the Cornell University. When you see these things, such kind of maps coming from Zionists, I am not against the Jews. I am all for the Jews. They are my cousins. I am going to embrace them, hug them. It's okay. We are all human beings. I am not against the Christians. But the Zionists who created Hitler, who created the genocide, Zionists created genocide. They started killing the English. I still remember about suicide bombing of Hotel David. Suicide bombing has been introduced by the Zionists. I mean, America should first get rid of the Zionists. They should identify these Zionists, should get out of the deep state mentality that they have, because the administration does not know what the deep state is doing. And deep state controls the administration. That deep state, as I told you a bit earlier, has been very well identified by Kash Patel in his book, The Government Gangster. I think that's the name of the book. I am reading it, just started reading it. I picked it up from Singapore and I'm going through it now. So, point is, why these changes are taking place? See, America is a big power, no doubt. Don't underestimate China and Russia. They are also big powers. India is a medium power. Pakistan is also a medium power. But then it is a very tough power. We here in Bangladesh, we are not a military power, but our people, they are very tough. They will not tolerate anything that comes against our people. None of us. We might be divided into 2,000 groups, does not matter. But when it will come to the sovereignty of this nation, the independence of this nation, the freedoms of this nation, then it is the 180 million people, in spite of the differences, will act like one fist.